Okay, so as I was starting this, I moved my leg and my knee cracked enough that the microphone picked it up. You know you're getting old when. Oh, hi, Moss. Moss has decided to visit us today for this video. I'm not even going to be upset about it. Anyway, happy birthday to me. It's my birthday today. I am 48 years old. I am definitely sometimes feeling old, other times not really so much. I got a cat ass in my face. But yeah, I think I wanted to talk about how different my birthday feels this year compared to other years. I actually don't feel bad about it. Like other years, I've definitely seen my birthday as the representation of all my failures, right? So it's like one more year that I didn't do or didn't make any progress towards my 4 life goals. And I have 4 life goals, and I kind of mentioned them in the last video, I think, but I might not have called them exactly that. Must stop eating weird things. He's still here. Anyway, my life goals are pretty simple, I think. One, I wanted to have a partner who loves me. And that means all forms of love, not just like, you know, gives me hugs occasionally. I mean, loves me, wants to make love with me, wants to be with me, loves to be around me, you know, like a proper, what I would consider a proper relationship. You know, that deep connection when you can have a talk with and everything like that. And so yeah. So I definitely wanted that. I also wanted to have a child, maybe 2, but 1 I think was the one that I wanted. We know that that's not gonna happen, especially now I'm at the age of 48. I haven't started menopause or anything like that, so I can still have a child, but I'd have to find a partner, have a child, or find a partner, get pregnant, and then birth a child, and all of that is, you know, I'm 48. It's gonna be really hard to find some man willing to knock up a woman at the age of 48. It might just be better if I like sperm donor if I really want one. But anyway, I digress. The third one was I wanted to own a home. And I live in an apartment, so you can see how that's going. It's going very well. With my incredible debt that I've inherited from this marriage, there's no home anytime in the near future. And we're in the middle of a housing crisis. So here in Ontario and Canada, you know, like North America in general is having a housing crisis. Housing is not something that's affordable for most people, unless you have already had a home. If you had a home before this crisis, good for you. Congrats, because you're going to be good. Without one, no, not so good. Anyway, yeah, so I wanted to have a home. And the fourth one, which probably seemed to be the one that was most available to me, was to have a job that I didn't hate, that paid the bills. Well, I have a job, it pays the bills, but I fucking hate it. Absolutely hate it. Hate what I do and don't like the person that I have to do it for. She's nice. I like her as a person. Horrible as a boss for me. Probably good for other people, but not for me. A little too micromanagey for my taste. Actually, a lot too micromanagey for my taste. And when I try to express that to her, she fixates on how I said it as opposed to what I said. Like, yeah. So that's definitely not going to work for me. So I do have to start looking for a new job. I don't think that my current place of employment is going to give me my old role back. And that means I'm going to have to exit, and I'll take my 10 years of company knowledge with me. And yeah, so anyway, so that'll be a good thing that we have to work on next in my life. I still don't have the routine all settled in yet for walking and whatnot. I only walked like twice last week. I need to get into it. Talk to my niece actually about it, about us going to the gym. I talked to her about that yesterday. I was over at her house for my birthday. She took me out for brunch, her and her husband. So I got to have brunch, and then we hung out there and watched some TV and just hung out. And they gave me a special cupcake, if you know what I mean. It's all legal here in Canada, but yeah, that thing really put me on my back. It was great. It was a great night. So yeah, we just hung out and chilled. And anyway, I forgot why I mentioned my niece now, but something to do with the work thing, I think, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, so those were my 4 goals. We'll just skip what if it comes back to me, I'll circle back and figure out what it was. But this is part of the thing about being old. My brain doesn't work the same it used to, and I will go down a path and then I will forget what the hell it was I was talking about, and you know, just old people things. So anyways, my birthday this year, I'm not so concerned about like the fact that it's happening. Other years, I definitely didn't want it to happen. I was very depressed around it and after it. Moss is chiming in. Hi, Moss. Yeah, I'm glad you're participating in the video. Great. Anyway, so distractions aside, my birthday is doing pretty good. I mean, people have reached out to me and they said happy birthday, which is great. And my friend bought me a video game, which is great because he likes to buy me Destiny, apparently. Normally, I'd already have my expansion for Destiny purchased by now. So he hasn't gotten many opportunities, but he managed to this time. So thank you, Panda, for that. And yeah, my community, mostly on Twitch, has forgotten that it's my birthday, but what can I do? I'm not that kind of creator that I really like, I don't know. I feel weird throwing my own birthday parties, so I don't like have a birthday stream and shit, you know? It feels weird. It just feels weird to me, you know? But I'll pretend guilt them tomorrow. I'll put some, when I stream, I'll put some status up about how they forgot my birthday or something, you know? But I won't really be upset, but it'll be a good way to troll them back, right? Because they like to troll the streamer. But anyways, yeah, so 48 today, and way behind on my life goals. Way behind. But let me tell you about what happened on Thursday. So Thursday I went for a walk, and I was out at lunchtime, and as I'm coming back in, the mailman, he's got all the wall open, right? And I had just gone through all my mail and threw it all of the, they give me so much junk mail, and I hate it. So anyways, I just gone through before I actually went into Tim Hortons. So I come back, he's got the wall all open, and he asks, he says, hi, how are you today? And I look around and there's no one around. So I'm assuming he's not talking to me. But eventually I'm like, were you talking to me? And he goes, yes. Or he said, yes, ma'am. And then we had a little brief conversation. He was cute, but he's young. Like he looked like mid-30s, you know, probably married, probably got kids, the whole deal, but cute guy anyway. And, yeah, and so he told me to have a good day, and I told him to have a good day, and I'm still thinking about it, because I'm like, wow, I'm not invisible in this world. This is, rare for me, right? I always usually feel, there's two ways I feel ever. Invisible and unseen and unnoticed, right? Which the whole people not recognizing my birthday would have fed into in the past. And then the other way I would feel is overly large, taking up too much space, everybody's looking because I'm taking up too much space in this world. So it was interesting to me to be acknowledged as existing, and it wasn't anything, he wasn't flirting or anything like that, wasn't hitting on me. Like I said, he's probably married and has kids and the whole deal. But it was just interesting to be seen, right? And to be acknowledged as existing in this world. So that was kind of cool, and that happened on Thursday, and I'm still thinking about it. So you know, every once in a while it's nice to say hi to somebody, because you never know, maybe you've made their whole weekend. I don't know. Anyway, I was off on Friday, had to go get some stuff from Toronto. I think I'll have all my stuff out in one more pull, maybe not. I don't know what's left really. I told Clerk that if he finds more of my things as he's going through his things, to let me know and kind of set them aside, and I could pick them up, because you know, I do have to go to Toronto once a month for work. So yeah, and it wasn't an awkward thing. I'm a little bit jealous because with him, so we talked briefly about the money thing, right? Before, about how there was a lot of money that was taken and stuff. And so a lot of that was debt. And so I took $30,000 worth of debt with me when I left. And his debt has been mostly paid off by the banks, because apparently when you have insurance on your credit cards, and that's a good thing to always have, and I do have it on my insurance, on my credit cards, but apparently when you lose your job and you're on unemployment insurance, or they call it employment insurance up here, but when you're on EI and you can prove that you don't have a job to the bank or whatever, they do things like pay off your entire credit card or give you $1,500 a month or more to help you, you know, with things. So he doesn't have so much debt anymore, and I have a lot of it. So while part of me is pretty angry about it, actually, because it's he's the one that incurred it all, right? And then this is what's left, right? And up until even the month before, so even in September, he was taking $3,500 a month out of the bank account to go on his credit card. So I'm just I figured he's just paying back whatever, and he's trying to stockpile some money for them, like, when I moved out. So I didn't really say anything about it. But now I'm like, that was $3,500. That half of that was mine, right? If we want to do the whole right down the middle marriage thing, half of that money was mine. I mean, it was a little more than his monthly paycheck, so some of it was definitely mine. But like, it's gone because it was paid off on the credit card, right? And so I'm like, I could have had, it was $27,000 that of actual like after tax money, $2,700, or not $2,700, $27,000 that I would have, which is almost the amount of my debt. If you hadn't taken it and now the card's like paid down. Anyway, there's nothing I can do about it now. The good news is though that the finances, I guess, are a little bit better, right? In that he's not going to have me pay for a cell phone, and I'm not going to have to give him kind of like support payments or anything like that, because we're kind of equal now, right? Which is fine. Wash your hands, right? More positives. So yeah, anyway, this was my little thing about a birthday and growing old. And, you know, I think that being older is going to definitely impact my ability to get a new job. Luckily for me, I don't think I look 48. I think it's looking pretty good, all things considered. I mean, obviously if you look up close, I got wrinkles and shit, and that's just how it goes. But yeah, and so another year. One more time around the sun, shall we? I don't know. I wonder what 50 is going to be like. I wonder what 49 even is going to be like. Anyway, we're 48 today. I'm old. Most of my friends are younger, except my one friend. I have one friend who's older than me. Two friends that are older than me. Although one really kind of stopped talking to me because he got a girlfriend and kind of ditched me. And that happens so often. So, yeah, he'll be back eventually, maybe. Unless they get married, in which case he's not going to be back. But anyway, yeah, most of my friends are younger than me. So I guess that helps keep me young. Other things I don't do. Well, obviously being heavy helps fill out the skin, right? So, oh my God, I'm going to look so old when I lose weight. That's okay. We'll just save up some money and get a bunch of plastic surgery or something, right? I'd like a top lip. I'll have to get rid of jowls. I don't know. Anyway, it's almost 7. I'm not supposed to eat food past 7 o'clock at night, but it's my birthday, so I'm going to go make myself some dinner. I got to change the cat litter. And then I plan on, since I don't have to work tomorrow, I plan on playing video games till as late as I can. Because, yes. Alright, I'll be back with another video that's just as interesting or not with this one. I do want to put together something about being fat. I got some experience with that. And there's a lot of stuff that they don't tell you about. I'll film that another time. Alright, bye. I'm leaving now. Toodles!